Okay, today we're going to create a slideshow using Google Docs. Top right hand corner, you click on Apps, go to Google Drive, then we go to the left hand side of the screen to New because we're going to be choosing Google Slides. We'll be making a Google Slideshow telling about yourself, and I like to call it All About Me. So first slide asks you to click to add title. Just follow that and click to add the title. On the lower end of the slide, it says click to add subtitle, and you can always put your name. Now, to insert additional slides, you go to the top of the screen where it says slide, hit new slide. I'd like you to have about 4 new slides, so just keep going to new slide, and we now have 4 new slides. For now, at a later date, I'll tell you about adding other slides. Now, let's fit the titles of each slide in first. Helps with organization. So, my first bit of information will be about favorite foods. Next slide, you could write about your games that you like to play. The next slide could be interesting places that I visited. And one other slide could be about, let's see, what could we think of? You know what? Maybe I'll give you a chance to come up with your own title. Yes, that's how we'll do that. So now I'd like you to begin to insert or help yourself out with a theme. Click on theme, change theme. If you go over to the right, you have quite a few themes that you could choose. I happen to like this one, so I'll work with this one. It's nice and colorful, and that works quite fine. But then again, we could insert some word art because I like to get fancy. So I put my title, All About Me, and it says use enter to save if you want it that way, and use shift and enter for multiple lines. This is the only line I need, so I'll press enter. This is my new title, and I will move it up a bit. Get rid of this old title by clicking on the border, then hitting delete on the keyboard. Now I have my new title. I could replace it, and I can add color because, you know, I love color. Orange is actually my favorite. And just make the line colored as well around the lettering. Purple, that's a good contrast. And I could change the thickness so I could see the border nice and clear. Now, I have that much. One thing I need to do more importantly is to add the information, put my details. Favorite foods, I want to first insert some bullets so the list looks organized. I love macaroni and cheese. I also love grilled shrimp. And let's put no more than 3 details, 3 pieces of information on each slide. So I also love peas and rice. And you'll do the same for each of the other slides. Feel free to try new bullets. You know, you don't have to try the same bullet each time to add your details. Now another thing I'd like you to insert would be a picture. So go to the top where it says insert and click on image. You might have pictures on your computer, so you click upload, or you might want to go to the search window on Google. And let's say I said that I like macaroni and cheese, so I want to add some macaroni and cheese picture. I click that in the search window and I look for some pictures that might be really appetizing. So I just click on any one of them. This looks like macaroni and cheese that I make sometimes. So I click on it. I definitely have to resize it. So I go to any of the corners and I drag it in to resize it because that picture is too large, and I insert. So now you have a completed slide with an image to go with it. No more than one image per slide, please. Let's move on to another aspect of how we can make the slideshow interesting. I'd like you to now work on the inserting, let's say, the transitions, the way that the slides would move. Change transitions. Over on the right hand side of the screen, there's a box that says no transition. I want to put something in there, so let me try flip. That means each time I click on my slideshow as it plays, I should see the slides flipping. I can either click on keep it at fast or choose medium or slow. I'll put it in medium, not too fast, not too slow. Then apply to all slides. That will happen each time each slide gets a chance to play. Now I might want to add an animation. So on my picture that I choose, I could make the picture do something, something interesting. I click on that and I want it to fly in from the top, so I click that too, and I click medium, so that works. For every other picture you add, you could do the same thing. You could even do that animation for the titles. You decide what you like to do. The very first slide, the title slide, I'd like you to definitely insert a picture of yourself. If there's no image on your computer, you could use a flash drive, upload a picture, save it to your flash drive, insert it into the computer and take it off the flash drive. Or let's try something funny. A cartoon image of, let's say, a girl. So I go to Google and search for cartoon girl. And I see a cute picture of a girl in a Santa hat. I select that. It will come up on my screen. I resize it so that it fits neatly on my slide. And I could even add an animation to that just to make it more interesting. I could zoom in. On click means that every time I click on the screen as it plays, it will do what I want it to do. At a later time, I would, suggest that you challenge yourself. You could insert a video if you like to look at videos about how to make a meal or play a game or do anything interesting. You can choose to add at least one video just as a challenge. Later on down, I'll tell you about adding new slides. But for now, let's try to play this slide. So we go to View, then Present. We want to play the slideshow, and we click. Each time we click, we should see something different happening. See? That's cool. And we just keep clicking. We see another image. We see things happening. And you're going to basically have your slideshow looking very interesting. And when it's done, you want to go back to fix anything, add anything. You go to your keyboard, you hit Escape, and you get to where you want to be. On my very last slide, I like to put a thank you just in case I'm, sharing this with parents on back to school night or with your friends. It's always nice to put thank you for watching, or just thank you for enjoying my show. That's entirely up to you. With a little happy face, you can make it cute. It's entirely up to you. If I don't want to have that thank you and I want to add another slide, or I want to change it, I can either hit delete, or I can go to undo on the top of the screen. Whatever I last did will just keep changing. You know, maybe I want to keep it at just thanks with a whole lot of exclamation marks. That's entirely up to you. But that is basically what it is. I hope you enjoy this process, and every time we come to the computer lab, feel free to add something more. I'll definitely advise you to add more slides as we continue this class. Thank you. I hope you had fun.